Get ready for your A2 assessment. This quiz is at the A2 level. There are 20 questions in this quiz. You will have 10 seconds to think of an answer. Pause the video if you need more time. Try not to use a dictionary to get a true assessment. Keep your score on a piece of paper. Leave a comment and tell me how you did. Let's get started. Is that sitting over there in the corner? Who, whom, which? Who is that sitting over there in the corner? I don't understand a word you are talking about. What? That? Who? I don't understand a word that you are talking about. They have a very large house round. There are some lovely gardens. That, which, whose? They have a very large house round which there are some lovely gardens. I'm looking at the photograph you sent me with your letter. Which, who, whom? I'm looking at the photograph which you sent me with your letter. There is a new television program called Wants to Be a Millionaire. Which, what, who? There is a new television program called Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I think you will see that this is the best museum you can find in the town. That, which, who? I think you will see that this is the best museum that you can find in the town. The police want to find out drove the red car into the shop window. Who, whose, whose? The police want to find out who drove the red car into the shop window. Did you meet the lady? Uncle works in the library. Who, whose, whose? Did you meet the lady whose uncle works in the library? The person in the house next to mine knows someone met the Queen. Who, whom, which? The person in the house next to mine knows someone who met the Queen. The grass I cut every week seems to grow very quickly. Who, whose, which? The grass, which I cut every week, seems to grow very quickly. I, her, every day, and she never says hello to me. See, am seeing, will see. I see her every day, and she never says hello to me. What is the name of that picture which you on the wall? Look at, is looking at, are looking at. What is the name of that picture which you are looking at on the wall? To see that film that is on at the cinema next week. Do you go? Is you going? Are you going? Are you going to see that film that is on at the cinema next week? Every single thing which that man says? Do you believe? Is you believing? Are you believing? Do you believe every single thing which that man says? Sometimes what the teacher says to me, don't understand, am not understanding, understand not. Sometimes I don't understand what the teacher says to me. Later tonight, my uncle, who is ill in the hospital, visit, am visiting, are visiting. Later tonight, I am visiting my uncle, who is ill in the hospital. Why late every time we arrange to meet? Is he is he being? Why is he late every time we arrange to meet? By air, because the cost of flying is very high. I don't often travel. I'm not often traveling. I'm not often traveling. I don't often travel by air because the cost of flying is very high. Next time you to my house, you must bring that book. Come is coming are coming. Next time you come to my house, you must bring that book. To remember your name, but I'm afraid I can't remember it. Try, am trying, will trying. I am trying to remember your name, but I'm afraid I can't remember it. Come again next week for another quiz. If you are getting a high score, you are ready to go to the B1 level quizzes.